The first of the input controls we're going to look at is called the text field. Before we look at it though, let's reconfigure our virtual devices. Go into Android Studio, open up your virtual device manager, and then open up your actual virtual device. Go ahead, click Show Advanced, and make sure that Enable Keyboard is selected. This will allow you to type directly from your keyboard into the emulator. Once we have that in place, let's go ahead and begin typing. We want to make a variable and some functions. So we'll say string, and let's say void onChanged. Let's call it onChange. In here, we're just going to simply set state. And through the magic of copy and paste, we're going to make another one. So we simply have two functions that are going to set the state to change equal value or submit equal value. And let's set this to the value. Make a new text field. Notice how it doesn't suggest anything by default, it's just blank. That's what makes this a little bit confusing. If we go to our emulator, we just have something blank. Notice how we can type in it, but nothing's actually happening. So we're going to do this a little bit, I want to say on the hard side. There's an easier way of doing this. And let me explain. We're going to monitor the onChange and onSubmit, but there is this text editing controller, which involves a different class. I'm going to do it the hard way where we monitor onChange and onSubmit so you can see what's happening under the hood. All right, let's jump right into this. Let's change the decoration. We're going to say input decoration, and let's hit enter just to space this out so it's a little easier for us to read and work with here. And in the decoration, let's say label text, and we want to say hello. Now we want the hint text, and we'll just say hint, and let's add an icon in here. And let's add the people icon, and let's switch back and look at this. Suddenly it says hello, there's an icon, and if we delete all that out, we have our hint text. The minute we start typing, the hint text goes away. That's a pretty powerful control right out of the gate here. So let's look at this a little bit more in depth. All right, we've got our decoration. Let's add autocorrect equal true. We want the built-in Android autocorrect to work. We want this to be autofocus, so it has the focus. What that means is the user can instantly start typing. They don't have to go in and click on it. Now, let's look at the keyboard type. We want the keyboard type in, let's say text input type. And let's see what sort of keyboard types we've got here. There's values, dates, times, emails, multi-line, number. For example, you can say number only. Save this. And notice how it's stuck in there. Let's actually reload the whole application. Maybe we need to do that. Restart in 690 milliseconds, and now we have a number keyboard instead of text. Let's switch this back to text. Hot reload's still showing numbers, so let's do a full restart on the app. 724 milliseconds, we now have a QWERTY keyboard. Now, what we want to do is the interesting bit here, the onChanged and the onSubmit. Save that. Now, when we type, we can see whatever we're typing is actually in there. Notice how it switched to submit when I hit that little click button. Let's do that again. hello world. The text is changing. It's being held in an internal buffer, and when we click this, we've actually submitted it.